Hello and welcome. Today we're going to tackle a part of the IELTS reading test that gives so many people a headache. Those completion tasks, the fill-in-the-blank questions. We're going to break down exactly how you can stop losing easy points and start mastering them. Does this sound familiar? You've scanned the text, you've found the right information, you feel super confident about your answer, and you still get it wrong. It is so frustrating. But trust me, it doesn't have to be that way. In this explainer, we're gonna walk through a really straightforward strategy to make sure that doesn't happen to you again. All right, so to really master these questions, you first have to know exactly what you're up against. It turns out there are 4 main types of completion tasks you'll see on the IELTS reading test. Just being able to recognize them is the very first step to using the right strategy. First step, you've got summary completion. This is where you'll see a short paragraph that basically sums up the main ideas of the passage, but it's got some keywords missing. Your job is to fill in those gaps. This one really tests if you've understood the big picture. Next is note completion, and this one is all about the details. Here, you're hunting for very specific little facts, things like dates, names, or numbers, and plugging them into a set of notes, which are usually in a bullet point format. It's all about pinpointing those precise pieces of info. Then we have sentence completion. Now this one has a bit of a double challenge. It's not enough to just find the right word. You also have to be 100% sure that the word you choose makes the sentence grammatically perfect. So it's a test of both meaning and grammar. And finally, there's diagram or flowchart completion. This is a much more visual task. You'll be labeling the different parts of a diagram, maybe a map, or the steps in a process. This really tests your ability to follow along with a visual and connect it back to what you've read in the text. Okay, so now we know what these questions look like, but how do we actually tackle them? Well, it all comes down to a really simple but incredibly effective 3-part strategy. Let's call them the 3 golden rules for choosing your answer. And here they are, just 3 simple steps to follow for every single one of these questions. Number 1, predict the type of word you need. Number 2, respect the word limit. And number 3, use the exact words from the passage. If you can make these 3 rules second nature, you are gonna be on the right track, for sure. So, rule number 1, the key to this is to do it before you even start searching in the passage. Just by looking at the grammar of the sentence around the gap, you can often predict what kind of word is missing. Are you looking for a noun, a verb, an adjective? Doing this one little step first can seriously narrow down your search. And you can see exactly how this works here. If the sentence is, the blank is important, you know you're looking for a noun, right? If it's he blank quickly, you're probably looking for a verb, an action word. Making this quick prediction saves a ton of time and helps you steer clear of really simple mistakes. Now for rule number 2, and this one is absolutely non-negotiable. You have to think of the word limit as the law. If the instructions say no more than 2 words and you write 3, you get 0 points. It doesn't matter if your information is correct, so you have to always check those instructions first. Here is a perfect example. Let's imagine the passage mentions New York City, but your word limit is no more than 2 words. If you write New York City, that's 3 words. It's going to be marked wrong. The only correct answer here would be New York, because it fits the limit. It's such a simple mistake, but believe me, it catches so many people out. And that brings us to our 3rd golden rule, which is another really common trap. You must copy the words exactly as they appear in the passage. This is not the time to show off your amazing vocabulary by using synonyms or changing the form of the word. Just copy it. So for example, imagine the reading passage has this sentence. The temperature rose dramatically during the summer months. Pretty straightforward, right? Now, if the question leads you to this answer and you write increased, because hey, it means the same thing, your answer will be marked wrong. You have to use the exact word from the text, which was rose. The takeaway here is so simple. Don't paraphrase, just copy the word. Okay, so you found the right info, you've respected the word limit, you've used the exact words from the text. Awesome. But there is one final check you need to make: grammar. You see, finding the word is only half the battle. Making sure it fits grammatically into the sentence is how you actually secure that point. These right here are the most common grammar traps to watch out for. Things like subject-verb agreement, using the wrong verb tense, picking a verb when you need a noun, or trying to make an uncountable noun plural, like saying informations. These little mistakes can so easily cost you points. Here's a classic example with subject-verb agreement. The subject is scientists, that's plural, so you have to use the plural verb form, have. Writing scientists has is an instant error. It's a really quick but absolutely vital final check to make sure your subject and verb actually agree with each other. So let's bring this all together. We've looked at the different types of completion questions, and we've walked through a core strategy for how to handle every single one of them. Following this process is what's going to take you from feeling uncertain to tackling these questions with total confidence. This right here is the entire process in a nutshell. It's a simple but really powerful checklist for every single question. First, analyze the question and predict the word type you need. Second, apply those 3 golden rules we talked about. And finally, do that super quick grammar check before you move on. That is the formula for success. But of course, just knowing this strategy is the first step. The real key is making it all second nature, and that only comes from one thing: practice. So take these rules, apply them to as many practice tests as you can get your hands on, and I promise you, you will see a real difference in your score. Thanks for tuning in, and good luck with your prep.